Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are going to do hip opener class. We store a lot of emotions in our hips without even being aware that these emotions are there. And today's class is about giving them space and letting go. So let's get started. We will begin today in a comfortable seat. You can cross your legs. Place your palms on your knees. Find a moment of stillness and arrive at the mat. Take a deep inhale and exhale everything out. Let go of any thoughts you had before starting this practice and of all the things that you wanted to do after. This is time for you and nothing else. We inhale here to rise our hands up, look up, lengthen the spine, and exhale. Look towards the left. Place your right palm on your left knee and your left palm on the floor. This is not a forcing twist, so if you notice your shoulder is tensed or coming up, let it go. We come back to center, inhale. Exhale, we twist to the right. And we come back to center. So here we are going to start warming up our hips and our lower back for the coming stretches. So we'll place our palms on our knees and then face our right shoulder first to the left knee and rotate our back facing the left shoulder to the right knee, and then we go back, make a circle with our spine in one side and then the other. So let's begin. Every movement forward is an inhale, every movement backward is an exhale. It goes like this. Let's begin together. And the other side. Feel your spine moving and stretching in all the directions of the movements. Remember to breathe. And we come back to center. Place your palms in front of you and walking forward as far as they go. You might be here, and that might be enough for you. That's perfectly fine. Just stay here and breathe. Or if you're with me, we walk our palms forward. If you can place your elbows on the ground, or you can even place your forehead on the ground if that allows you. We feel the stretch in both of our hips and lower back. We take deep breath into it. We stay with discomfort to allow release of tension, and if you can, walk a little bit further. See what is your edge. The most important thing is not to feel pain. Discomfort is okay, pain is not. The moment you start feeling pain, you back off a bit. We find our way to all fours. Here you want to have your knees under your hip points and your palms firmly placed on the ground under your shoulders, parallel to each other, and we will do a couple of cat-cows to warm up our spine. We inhale, look forward, tilt our pelvis towards the ceiling, lower our belly and chest. We exhale to roll our spine and look towards our belly button. A couple of more in your own breath phase. You can even move your body in any direction that you feel that you need to. You can make a circle with your hips. You can make a shape 8. Go all crazy here. And then we find stillness in tabletop position. Find your balance here, and we will lift our right leg and start making small circles with our right leg in one direction. Try to check in with your balance, that your weight is evenly distributed between your left and right hand, that you are not collapsing in your left shoulder. We make a couple of circles. Don't forget to breathe in as you open and exhale as you lower or change the direction. And we lower the leg down and change the side. Find your balance. Lift the left leg and start making circles to one side. With inhale up, exhale down. Inhale to open, exhale to lower. And then the other side. And we lower everything down. From here, we are going to take the left palm, thread it through. Place our right shoulder on the floor. Our left palm can either come overhead or, if you can, on the outside of your right hip. And breathe into the stretch. If your palm was on your hip, bring it forward. Inhale, come back to all fours. We take the left palm, thread it through. Lower on your left shoulder. You can stay here. You can even lift your arm or put it on the inside of your left thigh. We bring the hand forward, support ourselves to come up. From here, inhale, take our right foot and bring it forward. Stay on your fingertips, feel the stretch of your left hip, front of your hip. Inhale. Try to bend your right knee slightly and feel how that feels. And see how that feels. Feel how that feels. If you can, place your palms on the floor. If not, you can stay on your fingertips. We will walk the right palm in the center. Move our foot to the edge of the mat to create more space. And we stay here. If you can lower to your elbows. If you are here, you might want to try to press your right hip with your hand and look up towards the ceiling. If you are on your elbows, see that weight is evenly distributed, that you're not leaning to one side. Eventually, we want to be able to bring that leg closer and straighten our knee. Let's come up to our palms. Frame our foot in the center, come on your fingertips, look forward, and then we bring our leg back. We inhale, take the left foot forward. See if you need to create more space for a deeper stretch. Look forward. Move a little bit back and forth and feel the stretch in your right front hip. Here we place our right palm and our left palm on the right side of the left foot, or the inside of the left foot. Walk the left foot to the edge of the mat to create space for yourself, and you can either stay there or lower on your elbows. Breathe into your stretch. If you are on your palms, you can try and press your left knee and look up towards the ceiling. Wherever you are, continue to breathe and feel how this side might be different from the other side. Our hips are not the same, the emotions we are storing are not the same, the tension, it's not the same. We frame the left foot, come up on the fingertips again, look forward, and then we step back. So here, I want you to next we are going to rotate our left foot. Next, we're going to rotate our left foot. And you're supposed to rotate the right one and then walk. No, we were supposed to stay in the lounge. Okay. Doesn't matter. Rotate your right foot. Straighten your left leg. Find the balance. Your arm is underneath your shoulder. And then here we can draw our way up with our fingertips and open our side. Your hand can stay here or here, wherever feels comfortable for you. And see if you can look towards your palm. You can even make a couple of movements here and feel where that hits us in our hip, in our sides. Try engaging your glutes to push yourself forward. And then we lower everything to the ground and come back to a tabletop. Here you will rotate the left leg, straighten the right leg. And then we walk the fingertips up. Open our chest, open our right hip, and look towards the palm. And make gentle movements here and see how that feels in our body. Engage your glutes, push your hips to open, and we rain it down. Come to tabletop. Here we will rotate ourselves on the long side of the mat. Walk your knees as far as they go. Important here to protect your knees is to place your foot 90 degrees. So whether you're here or you're further than I am, that's perfectly fine. You see how far your knees go when you start to feel pressure. Place your palms in front of you. Check that you're not leaning too much front. Just center yourself above your hips. Your back is straight. We're not curling our spine here yet. You look in front of you and we take a couple of deep breaths into our inner hips. This is the most challenging pose for me from all the poses and headstands, because I have a lot of tension in my inner side of the hips, and it's a love and hate relationship, because I love to open my hips, but this feeling is tough. All right, after you take in a couple of breaths here, we come onto our elbows, if this is accessible to you, of course. If not, you can stay on your on your palms. So again, here it's important not to be rounding with your spine. Keep it straight and keep your hips back, so not coming forward, because we lose the stretch here, and not to be too much back. So we are in the center between our legs, between our knees. We continue breathing here and see if you are holding yourself. See if you are trying to avoid the stretch. I know it sounds silly, but sometimes I find my muscles are tight and not allowing the stretch because they're afraid of discomfort, trying to protect me from discomfort. So see if you can relax a little bit and allow the body weight to push you towards the ground. Awesome. We come back on our palms. The easiest way for me to come out of this pose is to point my toes together and push myself back. We come back to our mat facing the front. We curl our toes under. Make your palms like a starfish. Spread your fingers. Find your grip. And then face your hips towards the ceiling. You can walk your palms forward to create space. And we find ourselves in downward facing dog. If your heels are not touching the floor here, that's perfectly fine. You can have your knees bent. Most important is to have your hip width apart, feet hip width apart, your elbow crease facing forward, and then your palms are firmly pressed into the floor. We can walk the dog here to warm up our hamstrings a bit. Take a couple of deep breaths before we continue. Opening our hips a bit more. All right, so the same way we made circles when we were in all fours, we'll make a couple of circles here too. Firmly press your left foot into the ground and rise your right leg up. Bend your leg, and we make big circles on one side and then the other side. Awesome. We lower our foot down. Take a moment of breath. Place the right foot firmly into the ground. Inhale, rise the left leg up. Bend your knee, and then we make circles on the left, one side. And then the other. And lower our left leg down. So here. Inhale, rise the right leg up. Exhale, round it through. And bring your knee between your palms. See if you need to create some more space. And we are in pigeon pose. Now we are opening the back side of our hips. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And if you can, we lower to our elbows. You can place your head into your fists. Or you can walk your palm forward, place your chest into the ground, and ease into stretch. Wherever you are, don't forget to take deep breath. For me personally, stretch is more difficult than any plank, than any wheel, than any headstand or balancing pose. because it seems simple, but it's not easy to sit in discomfort and take deep breath. It requires patience, dedication to yourself and your practice. We gently come up, curl your left toes, and we find our way back to downward facing dog. And here we lift our left leg high. Exhale, bring it forward in between your palms. Straighten the right leg, find a comfortable place on your fingertips or your palms. Look forward, and then we gently lower down. You can do the same you did on the right side. This side might be more stretched, so let's see. Give yourself benefit of the doubt and try to push a little bit further. Once you reach the place of your maximum, breathe into your left hip. Allow tension to release slowly. We gently come back to our palms. From here, we go back to downward facing dog one more time. And then inhale to bend your knees and lower them on the floor. You'll find your way to lay down on your back. Adjust your hair if you need to. And we take a moment of stillness, acknowledging how we feel so far. And then we will hug the right knee into the chest. Continue breathing into the stretch. You can move your knee to the right to create some more space and see how that feels. See if your left hip wants to come up and try to keep it on the floor by engaging your left foot and not pushing too far. If you notice that it starts to come up, for now this is where you stay and be in the stretch. Now we're going to take the inner side of our thigh and shine our inner thighs to the ceiling, open our foot and push your knee towards the floor. Again, if your left hip wants to come up, you can even use your palm and press it firmly. Or if this is too much for you, you can bend your knee, place your foot on the floor, and then continue the same stretch. All right, now we switch our feet, straighten the right leg, hug the left leg in your chest. Keep your foot active, checking with your hip. Your shoulders are tensed or you're coming up, relax. This stretch is meant to activate only your right hip. Stay here and breathe. Get a hold of your inner foot. Open your foot towards the sky and push your knee towards the ground. If your hip is starting to come up or this is a bit too much for you, you can can bend your right leg and do the same as you did on the other side, or don't. Both hips doesn't have to be the same. We honor our body as it is. Wherever your stretch is, wherever you feel it, see if you can focus your intention there. And take a deep breath into that place. And exhale out everything that doesn't belong there. Let it go. Awesome. We place both of our feet into the floor. We'll take the right leg and cross it over into the figure 4. Get a hold of your thigh. You can interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. And here you want to be pushing or pulling, basically. Pulling your left thigh towards your chest. You should feel this stretch on the outer and back side of your right hip and see how far it goes. If it's easier, you can grab your knee, and this is a bit deeper stretch, so if this is a beginning of opening your hips for you, I suggest you stay here. And breathe. Release your arms, release your leg, and let's gently sway side to side by opening your knees to one side and the other side. So we're zigzagging our knees side to side before we go to the other leg. Place your right foot into the floor, cross the left foot over, interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, engage both of your feet and push, pull. Again, I'm pushing. What am I pushing? Pull your leg towards you. I am pushing my hip to open. Breathe into your stretch. This side might be different. Honor your body. See if your shoulders are coming up. And relax them down. And then we release. And we zigzag our knees again to release any tension left, any leftovers of tension. And like this, we gently sway until our feet and legs are straight, falling out towards the outside of our mat. Our palms are facing the ceiling. Neck is placed in a comfortable position. Your chin is slightly tucked in. See if you can relax your shoulders a bit more. Check in with your body and see how this stretch has made you feel. They might have given you release. They might have made you angry, frustrated, or sad. Might even made you laugh at yourself. We store different emotions, and some of them we need to let go. Notice where your body is touching the floor, your feet, your calves, your thighs, your tailbone, your shoulder blades, and your shoulders, your palms, your elbows, back of your head. Feel the Mother Earth supporting you, the mat supporting you, having your back. Gently bring your attention back to your physical body. You can start by moving your feet a little, roll your ankles, squeeze and open your palms, rotate your wrists. Bring your feet together and bring your palms together overhead. Let's take a deep stretch, long body. Push your feet out and your hands out. And take a big stretch. From here, you can bend one knee and roll to the sides to come up to seated. This is proof that my hip has opened. And we bring this practice to an end. We can rub our palms in front of us. Place them over your chest, on your heart. Take a deep inhale of gratitude for every opportunity you've been given in your life. Exhale. A deep inhale of gratitude for all the challenges you've been through that brought you to where you are today, made you who you are. And the last inhale of gratitude for this practice that helped you release what is meant to be released and create space what is to come. We place our palms in Ujjayi mudra, in Namaste, and bend your head towards your fingers. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank yourself for going through the uncomfortable. Thank yourself for taking care, being kind. And the same, and show same to others. I want to thank you for joining this practice. I hope that we release some of the tension that was there. And if not, you can always repeat it again as many times as you like. Namaste.